Thus, right now is the first ever Filipina to win the Miss Intercontinental crown. We got the very beautiful Miss Karen Goldman. I love saying that name. Good evening, Karen.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, we're about to witness more Binibini free speakers out to earn more points in this free pageant competition round. But before that one, let me ask this, Karen. You were raised in Bohol first before you flew to Australia, right?
Yes, tama, Robbie. So, ning dako jud ko sa Bohol. Daghan kayo kung malipayon na handumanan sa akong pagdako.
That's right. Ano sabi
Did
mo?
you get that?
No. What was that? Can you tell me what happened?
Well, lumaki ako sa Bohol. So,
Okay.
I grew up in Bohol and I had many fun memories growing up there.
There we go. I love the accent as well. But you know, you become even more charming when you speak Boholanon. Right now, let's watch our Binibinis second part for the free speak competition.
Water shortage. I myself have experienced this water shortage. So my advocacy is also about water. I think through the use of my advocacy, which is Clean Water Philippines, we can overcome this water shortage, because it is not only the problem that we are facing just now, but it is something that we can do. It is something that, sorry.
Press freedom. It's the point of view that we're going to use our press in giving thoughts in the media and what we're thinking about. And it's not about pleasing everyone. It's your thought and your decision standing on your points and views. And that's what the press freedom means. Thank you.
Animal cruelty. As a person living with dogs in our house, I believe that we should also put love and respect with our animals, because they also have lives and they also have care for our human being. Thank you.
Couture versus RTW. With couture and RTW, we should be mindful about the clothes that we choose, because it ultimately damages our ecosystem and everywhere else. We need to be sure that we use our fashion in a way that expresses ourselves and our culture. And so with couture and RTW, we should also be mindful with our environment. Thank you.
Social media. I believe that as people today living in 2019, we should use social media as an empowerment tool, as a way to encourage other people rather than to continue to bash. Social media also gives us the power to be creative and expressive and promote ourselves, but at the same time, we should balance it out with being together one-on-one and not let it consume all of our times and quality time as well. Thank you.
Fake news. Fake news is very rampant nowadays, especially in the Philippines. I think it's a double responsibility as a reader and as a writer. As a writer, we should be responsible enough in giving news, and as a reader, we should be responsible in reading on the credible sites. For me, that is fake news. Thank you.
Political dynasty. Coming from the province that we experienced political dynasty for 20 years, I think it's really right for them. And then also, it has really great beneficial for all of us. Our province of Palawan was known for the best island of the world for 3 consecutive years because of this form of government. So I am very blessed to have this. However, a great honor comes with great responsibility. So I'm challenging everyone to have a critical mind and discern heart. Thank you.
Hero. I came from a province, Bulacan, which is home to many heroes. And one of the heroes that I idolize are the women of Malolos, because they are the ones who fought for their rights so they can study. And I think it is a form of women empowerment. And at those early times, they show that women are strong and women can fight for their rights. Thank you.
Photoshop. I think right now in today's society, especially in 2019, Photoshop has been very rampant. Right now, women need to be very comfortable with their own bodies. And I think Photoshop is not good, especially in social media. We need to love our bodies and we need to be happy with what we have right now. Thank you.
My word is moving on. To me, moving on is all about knowing when the time is right. Sometimes things in life don't go as they're planned, and it's important as a mature and an empowered person to know when it's your time to move on. Thank you.
Pia and Catriona. They are the two common and newly crowned Miss Universe here in the Philippines. Pia and Catriona have shown these girls and us girls that being confidently beautiful is a must, especially in a young age. They showed us about their values of education and their specifically advocacies towards this competition itself, because it's not only about the beauty you have, it's also about the love you have for the country.
Cursing. Cursing is improper, so we should not use it in certain days, but then it's the person's choice if they want to curse or not. And I see that cursing all depends on the intention. You can say it as an expression and that would be fine, only if it's also fine with the people you're with. But if your intention is you curse to hurt others, then that's when you shouldn't do it. Thank you.
Gender equality. Gender equality is very important because it's a key to a progressive country. Because no society can develop economically, politically, or socially when half of its population is marginalized. We must leave no one behind. That's why I believe that it is a key to a progressive country. Thank you.
Death penalty. For me, death penalty, I believe that we have a second chance. We all have our second chance, and only God can take our own lives. Only God will, of course, take on our own life. And I believe that we need to have to develop how to instill discipline, the will, the courage, and the anticipation. Thank you.
Poverty. Poverty is a well-known problem in the Philippines, but I think that Philippines is an eagle of the Orient. So we are faced with a lot of adversities like poverty, pollution, and corruption. But I think that the Philippines in general, can soar high above the storm. Thank you.
I picked End Times. For me, this one portrays that it's about time for me to stand up, especially those people who experience sexual harassment. It's about time for you to tell the experience that you have in order for you to help others stand up for themselves. So this one, End Times, is actually a good thing to help other people, especially the women, to stand up for their rights. Thank you.
Whitening products. I believe that we should be comfortable in our own bodies, and that there's nothing wrong with being morena or dark skin. There's nothing wrong with having fair skin also. So if people want to use whitening products, they may do so, but we should not show it in a way that we should not discriminate the ones with dark skin, because beauty is not just about skin color. It's about your personality, your mind, your attitude towards other people. Thank you. Darna. Darna is a role that is very iconic to us Filipinos. And if I will be chosen to be Darna, I know I will be a perfect example of a modern Filipina. I will empower and I will use my influence to further strengthen the values of being a Filipina. Thank you.
Earthquake. In today's society, we should always take care of our environment. As a citizen, myself, I can do little change on my own. Easy as we have to know what awareness we should do. Like, for example, go into a hardwood table or something that we should do to be able to withstand earthquake. Thank you.
Depression. I'm a psychology major and I studied depression when I was in college. And I am a grade school guidance counselor as well, and I have students who are experiencing depression. And I am always telling them that if you believe in yourself and if you know yourself, who you are and who you want to be, then you will not experience depression. And I really love my students, and that's what I told them.
And that was it for our free speak competition.